Hello everybody, Bloody Iron here again with PazzoGaming, continuing our arcade map spotlight series. In this video we are covering the arcade map Element TD. Tower defense maps generally keep on giving and Element TD is no exception. Element TD consists of 1 to 8 players with many modes, most controlled through voting. Non-amazing, non-heroes, and solo. As you select your voting items, it describes which item, so what each selection does. There's 2 segments of voting and oh so many modes. Whoa, I don't... Okay, that's a bit more than I expected there. So the competitive types, or the different types, generally determine the spawn timer. The difficulty determines the hit points, damage reduction, and I'm going to go for all random elements, normal order, and normal length. This will make sense in a little bit here. When you start off, you have 1 builder and 1 upgrade building. In the top right, you can see the wave timer here. And this also varies depending on the mode that you play, as well as you'll see the wave number we're on and the interest period also. So interest is 2% of your mineral balance and happens every 15 seconds. I'm just going to build some buildings, some towers here, just so I don't get wiped out real quick. Now as you can see here, in this mode, a maze has already been picked out for me, but there is another mode where you can actually maze yourself. In this case, I'm not going to be showcasing it simply because it increases the complexity, and I want to focus on the core elements of the game. In Element TD, there are 6 elements, each with their own damage type, plus there's also a composite damage type. These default units do composite, but as you unlock elements, you can build towers with their own element damage type. All units are weak to one element, strong against another, and average to the rest. In some game modes, your elements are chosen randomly, and in some you are able to pick from this elemental summoning center, the elemental upgrade building. Every 5 waves, you get the ability to either pick, or one is randomly chosen for you, depending on the mode. And when one is picked, either way, a particular unit for that element goes through your course, and you have to kill that element unit in order to be able to get that new element. Each element can be upgraded to 3 levels, no further. As you unlock elements, you can upgrade existing towers or place new kinds. And as you upgrade the levels and build more units, you'll see that you'll be able to combine 2 or 3 elements for an extremely expansive amount of towers in this game. Now I'm going to show you just a bit more of the game here. I don't really want to go into a very long game. I want to show the fundamentals, as you've seen some of them here. But I want to show some of how the elements work. So the initial buildings are grenade towers, ray towers, but there's also initial towers for each of the elements. And as you unlock more elements, these initial towers branch off into the combination towers I mentioned before. The initial ray towers and grenade towers can eventually be upgraded to a single element type, but they can't be upgraded into the multiple element towers. However, these buildings are pretty good early on. Generally, later on in the game, you kind of want to stick to 2 or 3 element towers, but there's so many ways to play, it's really up to you. There's so many ways to be successful in this map. Alright, let's see now. Oh, I got some gas here, so we're not on random. And I'm going to pick fire. So, my timing was not exactly ideal here. Going to upgrade that. Oh, no, I already got that one upgraded. So as you can see here, I have a fire striker going through my course here. I have to kill it to be able to get the fire element, and I'm not exactly doing a very good job of that. I'm going to build a whole bunch more of towers and upgrade them to improve my situation.
Not enough minerals.
There we go. Now with all the different towers, there's many different attributes and parameters of the towers that can change. the attack rate, the range, the specific damage, the area of effect. Some of them have even special abilities. There's so many towers in this game. It's really a map that keeps on giving. Oh, there we go. We got the fire element. So we're going to upgrade. Oh, I can't just yet, but I'm going to upgrade to the fire ray tower when I get a chance. Also, you can see that the fire tower here is now available via my main builder. Alright, I almost have enough to upgrade this. So right now it's doing composite damage, but when I upgrade it to the fire type, it'll have bonuses to certain types and then weaknesses to others. Here we go. So as you can see, it does bonus damage to nature and does less to water. However, units that are only really weak to composite damage don't take that much less damage than normal. So this has been our spotlight of Element TD. With so many ways to play, Element TD is an arcade map that just keeps on giving. I really can't stress that enough. Element TD, you could play for weeks to months on end. There's so many different ways. So I'm Bloody Iron with PazzoGaming. We cover arcade maps, Minecraft mods, and so much more. If you like what we do here, please subscribe. We also appreciate feedback and special requests. Check out other videos that we put out here. You'll see some links in a second here. And thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.